The interior castle, second mentions, summary. This is some of what Teresa says in the second mentions. Second mentions has to do with those who have already begun to practice prayer, but will not avoid occasions of sin. But it is a very great mercy that they should contrive to escape from the snakes and other poisonous creatures. This Lord of ours is so anxious that we should desire Him, that He calls us ceaselessly. He speaks to us through the conversations of good people, or from sermons, or through reading good books. Or they come through sickness and trials, or by means of truths which God teaches us at times when we are engaged in prayer. His Majesty is quite prepared to wait for many days and even years, especially when He sees we are persevering and have good desires. For here the devils once more show the soul these vipers, that is, the things of the world, and they pretend that the earthly pleasures are almost eternal. O Jesus, what confusion the devils bring about in the poor soul to proceed farther or return to the room where it was before. Faith instructs it in what it must do to find satisfaction. Memory shows it how all these things come to an end. The will inclines to love one in whom it has seen so many acts and signs of love. Then the understanding comes forward and makes the soul realize that for however many years it may live, it can never hope to have a better friend. It is the reflections of this kind which vanquish devils. The soul will certainly suffer great trials at this time, especially if the devil sees that its character and habits are such that it is ready to make further progress. Oh my God, Lord, it is here that we have need of thine aid, without which we can do nothing. Give it light so that it may see how all its welfare consists in this, and may flee from evil companionship. If the devil sees that he has firmly resolved to lose his life and his peace and everything that he can offer him, rather than return to the first room, he will soon cease troubling him. If then you sometimes fall, do not lose heart or cease striving to make progress, for even out of your fall God will bring good. If nothing else could show us what wretched creatures we are, and what harm we do to ourselves by dissipating our desires, this war which goes on within us would be sufficient to do so and to lead us back to recollection. Peace, peace, said the Lord, my sisters, and many a time he spoke words of peace to his apostles. Unless we have peace and strive for peace in our own home, we shall not find it in the homes of others. By the blood which Christ shed for us, I beg this must not allow such warfare to turn them back. Let them place their trust not in themselves, but in the mercy of God, and they will see how His Majesty can lead them on from one group of mentions to another. It is very important for you to consult people of experience. But provided we do not abandon our prayer, the Lord will turn everything we do to our profit, even though we may not find no one to teach us. It is absurd to think we can enter heaven without first entering our own soul, without getting to know ourselves and reflecting upon the wretchedness of our nature, and what we owe God and continually imploring His mercy. May it please His Majesty to grant us to understand how much we cost Him. So here we are in the second mention. We got here. I got here through meditation and prayer. I know who I am um, in um, in in the comparison to God. And God is the ultimate good, and I'm just a reflection of it. If I let Him, anything good that I do is because of God that lives in me. So now I have a self-awareness. I realize that without Him, I cannot do anything. Teresa says that this time here, um, um, the attack from the enemy is tremendous, especially when the enemy sees that you are really resilient and you want to progress to the next level. But I like the way Dr. James Finley puts it, that it's not that we're careless when the vipers and the poisonous snakes get into dimensions with us. He says we are raising them as pets, so, or dating them. We got to the second mention and we realized this is a little more than I bargained for. Let's see other people. You want to be with God, but you maybe not. Maybe that's too much. So, and he explains why, and he says, uh, you are traumatically bonded to the compromises you made in the past, in a difficult situations where you were in danger of some sort. He says it could be there's some areas in your life you're not able to give up: sexuality, alcohol, money, education, self-loathing, long overdue psychological issues that are hurting you. So the list goes on, and he's in his words, and Teresa says you have to completely surrender to God's mercy. You have to plead for mercy and let God take you to the next level, because by yourself you're not able to proceed. God can free you from all of it, but you have to trust Him. And Teresa says, do not abandon the prayer. Do not abandon prayer. So do not abandon prayer. Let's continue to the next level. Smash the like button, subscribe. Thank you.